Hey, Melissa here from GirlGoneFishing, and I'm here at Strictly Sail Kayak with one of my Strictly Sail teammates, Michael Grimsley.
Hello.
Who's really happy about this.
Yeah.
And he is going to show us his Pro Angler 14 from Strictly Sail Kayak. He has one of the 360 drives, and I don't know much about these. So Mike, why don't you tell me all about it?
I got this, I was one of the first guys to have the 360, so I've had it for quite a while. This is my third season with it. It's really changed my fishing where I don't care what the conditions are. If it's windy, if it's blowing 25 miles an hour, I can still get out there with the 360 and it's not frustrating. I can still fish the way I like to fish. Let's start from the bow. So I've got yak power lighting systems. So these are my running lights, which you have to have when you have a motor. These work great. They're really bright. I've got this, and then I have the Yak Power 360 light in the back. I have some Yak Power red lights underneath here that illuminate the deck early in the morning. They don't affect my night vision. Lots of storage in the 360. Everything in my kayak rides in here except for my net, my motor, and the drive. Those ride in my truck. All my rods. So I can carry up to 12 rods. I'll carry them in the rod tube holders. So they sit down in here.
So the 360 has built-in horizontal rod storage, right?
All the PA14, all the Pro Anglers do. The 14s have 3 on each side, and the PA12 has 2 on each side.
So the tips go in there?
Yep, and then they just lay next to the seat in there. You have the 360 drive, of course, which is great. So not only do you have forward and backwards like you have with the 180 drive, like John's boat there, I have actually that top knob over there allows me to turn this drive 360 degrees so that I can go sideways, so I can move laterally, which is fantastic in the wind when you're trying to hold position. Now that I've got the Torpedo 1103 though on the back on a custom mount, I use my foot control steering a lot, so I'll leave the motor at a real low setting. These flip out, and I can push these forward, sort of like an airplane would control their rudder, back and forth, and that controls my steering.
And is that part of the Hobie or part of the Torpedo?
That is something I custom made for myself. Just kind of, I like to tinker.
Cool.
So moving back from there, I run Garmin electronics. I just added a second 9-inch monitor this year because I run live scope, and it's nice to have up my charts up here so I can see where I am relating to the structure, and then I'll run the live scope picture on one of these. It's been great so far. It's a really fun way to fish. Getting a strike on live scope is secondary to only a topwater bite. You can watch it fall, you watch the fish go get it. It's really fun. And it's improved my fishing a lot just because I can see the reaction of the fish when the lure's going through there. It's not always about getting the bite. This year I'm running a Hobie inflatable PFD. You gotta have a kayak cushion as comfortable as the Hobie Vantage seat is. Once you start running a kayak cushion, it's really tough to go back. So
I totally agree.
I keep my plastics are all in these 2 bins. I just slide underneath the seat.
Hold on, I'm stuck in your trailer.
All right, yeah.
I got inside the trailer for a better view and got trapped. All right, what are we on here?
My battery runs right here. It stays in the kayak all the time. I just take the motor off when I'm going there.
Okay, lots of under storage here.
So I just keep my plastics in here, and this is where I throw all the lures that I try and fail with.
This is the lure rejection.
Yeah, so there's hard lures on this side and usually Z-Man on that side. I use the Burley Pro pockets right here, which are nice on the sides here. So this is usually just like a rubber mesh. I run these Burley Pro ones, and they've been nice because it's just better for storage. H-Crate's new for this year for me. I run 10 rod tubes, and I use them all. I don't make up my mind very well, so I have everything tied on so I can throw anything.
We like options.
All right. This is a custom mount that I made to be able to run the Torpedo and the power pole simultaneously. These are the steering cables for the foot control steering. My net, I run in my flush mount holder.
And this is a Torpedo what?
1103. This is a brushless 3 horsepower equivalent motor. It's dead quiet, and I can get over 6 miles an hour with this, but I usually cruise about 5.1 miles an hour and get a really long range. I can go up to 20 miles with that. And it's nice because with the Torpedo system, you can you know exactly how far you can go given the speed that you're going and the range. So it always gives you accurate range control. I use mine a lot. I tend to move across the lake a lot. I cover a lot of water. This is my custom trailer I had built. My son welded it. I designed it. It was made to hold up to 4 PA-14s. I don't like to put heavy kayaks up there. It's really tough. It actually has special suspension on there. It's air suspension, so it doesn't have a traditional axle. This thing rides like a dream. It allows all my rods to ride in there without getting beat up a lot. So
not in the vertical part though, right?
No, they ride in the rod tube there. So this is slid back a little bit just to clear that. One of the other cool parts about this trailer, so the back of this goes here. It's got a hinge on the front so that I can hinge it back, and when that's folded back, it's the exact same length as the PA-14. That's it.
All right, well there you have it. Michael Grimsley with Strictly Sail Kayak with his Pro Angler 360. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.